Hello, everyone. I'm Spencer from Crimson Ledger Comics, and today I'm going to be, well, I would say reviewing, but I'm really not. Die Loaded. So, I hadn't known this when I had started reading, but this is actually a sequel to Die by Kieran Gillen, all the way back in 2018. It ran from 2018 to 2021. So, I hadn't known that when I started this, and while I was reading, I was left with quite a few questions. Like, who are these people? Um, they give you a bit of backstory here, so I suppose I could review it on the merit of whether or not it actually is a good first issue, if you could just pick this up off the shelf and kind of get into it. Um, so let's kind of go through it from there. Um, you have this group of friends that they're friends, they're not friends, um, kind of just people who are bonded by trauma. And that seems to be a central theme in this book is trauma, at least in this issue, and how you kind of manage it and deal with it. So this group of friends, they've been back for a year. Um, a lot has changed in their lives. This Ash character in particular um, has been feeling a little bit of like gender dysphoria, probably from their time in Die. I'm not really sure, just because I haven't read it, and I plan on reading it. Um, just going through, trying to get back into the swing of things, kind of like a fish out of water story. There's a little bit of friendship drama between the group. Um, they had a friend, this Chuck guy that died, but he sounds like he was kind of this asshole of the group, and not a lot of them really liked him. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. They go to his memorial, talk about leaving people behind. Um, and there is one really big twist in this book that, um, spoilers, I'm giving you a good 30 seconds to kind of, if you're doing anything else, just pause and then read this if you're interested. Because this does start off as more of like a family drama thing than it does an actual fantasy book. Um, Alright, I assume that you've had enough time that if you care about spoilers, you walked away or got off the video. So, big spoiler here is that this character, um, I forget her name. I just read it. I already forgot her name. Jeez Louise. Sophie, that's right. She gets sucked into this Die world. Um, and she ends up choosing a character. She doesn't really understand the whole kind of D&D fantasy aspect. And there's another character that's shown that's in there too. Um, as a first issue, I feel like it could have done more to try and bring in new readers and try and explain things more. Because I did have questions while I was reading it, but Kieran Gillen's probably assuming that if you're reading this, you more than likely read the original, and you do kind of get enough information to actually read your way through this. So I can't really say that it isn't a good first issue. It's just not something where you can really walk into it and know what's going on completely. as a continuance of the previous story, I'm assuming this is good, but I feel like I can't fairly review it without having that context. And that would be it'd be the same thing as if someone just decided, hey, this looks pretty cool, I'm gonna pick this off the shelf, and then they have no clue what's going on and they're turned off from the series. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I'll probably read this through. Um, there were some moments in here where, oh, there's a trans character, or maybe not. Um, certain things like bisexuality is transphobic is one of the character's opinions, and that is something that's in real life. I know some people would be upset about that being in there, but I mean, it's character. It's not like, oh, I don't know, it's the author saying that it is. It's just a character speaking through it. A lot of people would probably call this woke, and I don't think it is at all. So I'd say this wouldn't necessarily be a recommend. Um, I'd, I'd say that I would wait maybe for a trade or try reading the first Die first, or the original series first, and not the sequel, because I did not know that going into it. Yeah, and I did like the art. It's kind of more of a painterly style. It's something that I find. Well, I don't know if it's painterly, but it definitely has kind of that quality to it. I'd be interested to see the original pencils. Where's the credits page? Oh, you're getting a little bit of spoilers here, sorry. But if you cared, you would have clicked off already. There we are. Yeah, so if Stephanie Hans is just the artist, there probably weren't any pencils. And it seems as though there are at least 8 or 11 issues planned. Yeah, I'd say definitely check out the first series first. Um, outside of that, I don't have anything more to say, so y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.